Hi, my name is Brad Chavarro, and today I'll be giving my informative speech on critical race theory. First, I'd like to begin by proving that my audience exists. Audience, if you could. Okay, let's begin. Last year, 2019, marked the 400th anniversary of the beginning of the slave trade from Africa to North America and its surrounding islands. The New York Times Magazine developed a social project called the 1619 Project to reframe the history of the United States by focusing on racism and slavery as the driving force of the American social narrative. The 1619 Project is based on a theory created in the late 1970s and early 1980s by students at Harvard Law School. Critical race theory seeks to identify problematic approaches to social politics and solve them using strategies based in the tenets of critical race theory. Today we will be examining three themes of critical race theory and how they are present in the current social and political climate. The first tenet of critical race theory considers the phrase whiteness as property. A metaphor that can be used here to help describe what this phrase means is that of a house. White skin is the house, and the person in the white skin owns the house. The person who owns the house is afforded certain liberties of house ownership. In this case, those liberties are status, ease of success, and the right to exclude others. An oppressed individual inside of this metaphor would be a renter of the house. A renter of the house of whiteness is not afforded the same liberties as the actual owner of the house because they do not own the house, or whiteness as in this metaphor. Proponents of critical race theory hope to cast this idea into consideration when public policy is being drafted, with the idea in mind that an oppressed person or people can gain access to the property of whiteness and can own it outright. The next tenet of critical race theory is institutional racism. To define institutional racism, it is any structure, policy, or practice of a government or society that creates a marked difference in outcome for individuals when using race as the metric of measurement. Critical race theorists seek to identify policies that follow this definition and will work to change those policies to better reflect the ideas that the United States was founded on, specifically the ideas that all men were created equal and the idea of liberty and justice for all. Finally, critical race theory has a large subsection of people working in the field of revisionist interpretations of American law. Revisionists working under this theory believe that laws created in the civil rights era were created with the intent that the racial majority, in this case white people, would be using these laws to benefit themselves. Revisionists seek to change laws such as Brown versus Board of Education to better suit the conditions of oppressed people in the United States. I hope that this discussion of critical race theory has helped you to understand what it is and how it pertains to American social politics. Critical race theory is a vast field of study, but these three tenets are the most important to be informed of during the coming months. Thank you.